Archangel Michael, welcome in. Well, to help lead the way, moderate. Please, we need your help. We are in dire need of your assistance, your expertise, your masterfulness. Please. Anyway, one claim, the true claim to end them all. I don't even want to fucking dominate them all. I want to end the rest of the bullshit. So that's what we're doing here, okay? If you really want to know. So the two cards that came through, one was in hand, one fell on the floor. The one that fell on the floor, guess what? On the inbox, accentuated drama. Intended to cause bullshit harm. Do you understand what that means, Cream Crew? I was set up, I was framed to lose my shit. I didn't lose it completely. I mean, I didn't cuss at anybody. Didn't cuss up a storm, okay? We're a single unit of measure there. But I did my Heyoka empath way. And the bottom line is you're never really going to get through to someone to help them learn if you continue to enable them. You know what I mean? If you give them, if you set the tone, okay? Hey, I'm the newbie in here. I'm willing to learn and see, you know, what this crowd is all about. And not only am I willing to, you know, improve upon my ways, but also expect that from others. And so, how do we even want to start this? Because it definitely feels like it's starting something, right? So, you set the tone. You try to build people up. They don't really get it, okay? They'll take it, but they don't really get it. They don't really get the understanding of reciprocation, nor the value of it. So, number one right there, you already have a values conflict, okay? Second, you set the tone when people are acting a fool. When they act like they are, like, I don't give a fuck what title you have. You have no right to talk to me like that and expect, how do I say it? If you can't take the heat, then get out of the kitchen. If you can't, take what you're dishing out to the world, then don't fucking dish it, you know? So I want them to learn and understand what they're dishing out in the world, okay? So if they don't get my tone, they don't get it, then obviously, how could I expect them to speak speak, you know, some hybrid of my language if they don't give a shit about it? If all they care about is how they are, then you know what? Let's entertain it. Let's entertain it just a little bit, okay? To its exactness. Well, somebody couldn't take that. No. Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? So anyway, not very happy with the accentuating forces. But you know, like, I don't feel like I lost my shit. I proved my points. Like, I'm not supposed to be the 911 operator and ask you if ask you what your full name is. If you know your full name, who's the last person that you talked to? Are your mom and dad home? What's are they okay? What street do you live on? You know, basic fucking questions when I'm supposed to do a fucking favor for you. Know how to ask, number one, a fucking favor. Have some bedside manner. Have some proper business etiquette and how to ask just remotely, like you're on another fucking planet, okay? Ask, just entertain me here for, not just like I'm here to like scrub your toilets, okay? Not to say that we should be treating anybody like that, but like, don't treat me like the shit you expect to be cleaned up, Do you understand? Do you understand? I don't think she likes the fact she always like found pride in this like little aesthetic technical measure that she was older than everybody else in the team. And I just so like the little irritant of me being just what, a week and a half or so older than she is. Oh my god, she can't fucking stand that. Just like her little piece right there. Then so that's the kind of person that I'm dealing with here, okay? Someone that holds grudges, someone that'll just kind of brown nose, and act like it's their work ethic. It has nothing to do with getting, you know, the reward. So, gosh, what do you want to say about this, Archangel Michael? It's just bullshit. But I saw, I can tell. I looked at, I'm a fucking normal, like, regular auditor. And something gives me, like, I was given the message to look at certain things when provided without giving the context to it. So I put the puzzle pieces together almost automatically. And she was wined and dined at, you know, and this was planned upon. There's been some like background pairings to kind of like figure out what kind of story, what kind of alibi we're going to place against like this travel, or these contacts, why I'm not informed about certain things. It's like, people try so hard not to try so hard, and because of that, it's just like, wow, you just redlined it yourself. You just like put all the like plot data points all together for me. Now I fucking get it. I know what just happened here. So ridiculous. All right, Archangel Michael, what do you want to say? Like, how did I do in this exam? How did I do in this test? You can tell me, and it's A-okay. 6 of Cups. You're my friend. Honestly, this is the hatchling growing. This is fertility birthing itself, like, naturally. Oh, no actual, like, meds to, like, get it, you know, get going and get, like, make it happen. No, I just went with, like, the fires that naturally kind of are caused from friction. And you just go with it. I mean, I made my freaking points. Like, I didn't ask. It wasn't like, oh, somebody was just impolite to me or just talked down to me or expected me to do something that was their responsibility. But, like, just professional to professional from, like, a logic standpoint, there was so much entitlement, like, strewn into her brain that it was like, if you're going to expect me to do something when I'm not affiliated with anything that you do, then give me some detail. Give me some background to it. Don't just say, like, don't expect me to make a call for you, especially when you're being a bitch ass. And I'm already busy myself, so you could just at least express, like, similar courtesies. But, like, alone from that, okay? Don't expect me to make a call. Like, how bogus is this? Ring, ring. Hi, I'm trying to get 2, like, delayed things from somebody that had contacted you. Like, they're waiting for it. They're waiting for it. And it's like, what other details do you have? What else? Like, so for me to ask questions and then be treated like I'm a nuisance for asking for details was insanity. It's like, okay, so if we're going to kind of resolve this, like, little tiff here, I shouldn't be the one to kind of coerce someone to not act a fool. I shouldn't be, like, tempering people. I shouldn't be, like, positioning them to act within their role. And if I am to do that, then I better be their fucking manager. I better be paid like a fucking manager, right? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? If I talk to like the chiefs, the cream, like the executive team, and they were put in the same position, wouldn't it be the same thing? Same logic, like, maybe this girl knows that I was a director for over 7 years, that I had increasingly a shit ton more responsibilities done independently, that I earned my place within like the abilities to do so and conduct myself accordingly. Maybe that bothers her since she doesn't have that in her background. Maybe she's just weighing her leverage based on the branding, the company name, what they've already earned prior to her fucking arrival, you know? So let's just think about this for a second, okay? How did I do, Archangel Michael? Like, I know that there's things to learn and like, okay, we're gonna motion the team to this way, or, you know, it's like, you're asking for too much, honestly. Like, that goes within my work ethic, but I learned to kind of understand what reciprocation means. And, you know, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. So, I think what was like conveyed to me as my area of improvement, my learning experience from this, to like take some kind of accountability, was just to like pacify. Like, here's your pacifier, other person. Here's like, okay, this is where you can learn. It's like, I learned that some people just feel entitled to treating people like they're beneath them. And this is particularly one of them. I know I'm correct when I see these behaviors. I'm all for renewing each experience, like giving it the opportunity that, okay, we'll try that. Okay, we'll try that. No, she doesn't get it. You know, like, but at some point you have to learn, okay, it's time to speak up. It's time to crank up the volume. It's time to tune into like their audio systems. So, excuse me. Okay, so we have 9 of Swords. Cannot stress that enough. Things that you have to say proper goodbye to's. Like, I want the situation to have closure. Like, really move quickly towards that. The thing fucking escalated. Like, just like it. That dude, like, what the fuck just happened? Are you serious? So we got 3 of Wands here on the doing side, and then the King of Swords inverted here. So, yeah, it's like being a big fish in a little pond. You know, it's like when your ships are here, you're like, oh, the 3 of Wands is like, oh, your ships are coming in. No, I am the fucking ship. Look, this is like a big fish in a little pond type of vibe. Like, I never really saw myself like that walking into a place, but it's almost like, and I don't mean to insult like the owners or the main boss of the situation, but it's like when you're going into kindergarten, like it seems like this big world, and then, you know, it seems like, oh, I'm in college now, and then you revisit the place, it's like, oh gosh, I thought everything was big here, and it's not. Except it's like, what, month 5 or something, and you're like, oh, okay, those are the kind of people that I'm working with here. And it's kind of owning up to the truth. Like, you know, see, like, this is, what is that's like, what is it? Is that Japanese? Like, kind of like, honorable, like, discharge or something like that. But it's, I think it's owning to the truth that you can't lie about your surroundings. You'd be lying to yourself, okay? So you can, I don't know, dress a monkey up and call it your blind date, but it's like, it's, I don't know, it's like mechanical, like, you know, those monkeys with the symbols, like mechanical animals, is that what that is? Is that Guttermouth or No Effects? I don't remember, but there's that. I don't know, I mean, Nine of Swords. So yeah, this is a porcupine status where it's like, I was given almost the excuse, like I would say, like, at best they're calling it rationale, but if you're looking at it from like a CEO position, it's really, what do you call it? It's really an excuse. Yeah, just because you're able to boss around people who you're really not the boss of, and they like scurried around for you, doesn't give the eligibility to carry over to the next circumstance. Just like I said, I was told to start watching my videos again, like just following them instead of following what, you know, like listening, tuning into other people, what they had to say. And it's, what were they saying? It was the perfect advice for that perfect moment that I heard it. And it was, gosh, what, Archangel Michael, it just slipped. I forgot. Because I think I was concerned about people being offended, like other readers. So I got a little sidetracked. But I'm sure what it was. I don't remember, but Archangel Michael will remind me, or I'll just link it, you know. I have a feeling it has something to do with like enabling. The Fool card. So it really bothers me, but that's okay. We'll leave it. So today, I got an announcement. When I was seeing the tricks happen between bosses about how to get me close in order to like penetrate certain auras and read my energy, I knew all of the cues. And so, like, I decided, I was like, what are they gonna do? Like, it is completely legit to be able to, like, if I'm gonna be in the office, if I'm expected to be in the office 5 days a week for the maximum, like, regardless of whether I'm ill or have vacation time, without being given, like, a threshold of what's acceptable to them, even if I am not exceeding the amount of hours allotted to be able to take off. Dude, it's like a prison within a prison within a prison cell. And it's like, what is this? When did you, I don't understand it. But, gosh, there's a lot here to unpack. There's just a lot going on there. So if I'm going to be here, okay, and you can't tell me how to improve, okay, when you're giving me, like, when you're measuring me, like, basically putting me, like, on probation, even though I'm not supposed to be on probation, It's, oh my gosh, that's exactly what it is. That, like, how to, then it's okay for me to, like, if you can't give me identifiers of what's acceptable versus not acceptable, like solid indicators, then you know what, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna use that to all my might and say, look, this is what I announced today. I'm keeping my distance from everybody, just about everybody, to make sure that I am healthy. To make sure that, you know, ... it's not an attendance issue. So what are they gonna say? They gotta respect that, right? Because, like, even there's COVID still valid, you know, that's happening, so I can use that to my defense. And it came like a big fucking rescue. It was beautiful. It worked to my benefit. They're not supposed to get close, like, what? I have to look it up. I think 3 feet distance minimum. They have to do that, which means, like, they're staying clear of certain auric fields. And if that is not respected, then that is definitely an HR issue. If that's not legitimate enough, let's just rewind the steps, okay? About what was said to me, okay? Yeah. Let's think about that for a second. So, so I liked my solution for that. I really loved that. I was like, yeah, I got the balls. I did it. I did it. So here it's just moving forward. I'm just like, okay, every day's got its new signature, right? This one was a wet signature that was like somebody with a left hand where it kind of, you know, like, so they're writing on, because there's certain pens that are just built more for, the flow is more for like right-handed persons, but if you're left-handed, then you smear it. So that wet signature was not accommodating a left-handed person. So that was the day. So it's like subtle gaslighting. Like, you're right on most things, Tina, but this other one, you're not. And I was like, I know, you're just going away. Like, if we just sat down here for a little bit more, then we could kind of hash things out. Because I do not. There's no. Somebody's fucking around here with the storyline, but. Let's go ahead and learn from this. Nip it in the bud. If somebody asks me about something that should incur decision making from the bosses, then I can just defer them back to the boss. That's it. I don't need to bend over backwards. Like, okay, well, let me go ahead and check on this and this and this, and look at all the numbers so I can go ahead and check on that. Like, dude, the more work and effort that I put into something, when it has to involve the team, it gets supremely fucked, let me tell you. And I'm going to tell you, it's not the fucking that is enjoyable, okay? So, this Fool card. I was ready to accept. Hey, that's a messy signature, but it's a signature nonetheless. Let's move on, okay? So Archangel Michael is just saying, yeah, you can move on. You can... You're moving lightly. It's good. You're wearing your bells. And, yeah, this person actually has a belt around them, too. Just like me. I got my dragon belt. Temperance in reverse. Okay. So, I got a little bubbly, didn't I? Yeah, I think what Archangel Michael is saying is that I gave one too many fucks. That I kind of fell for the trap. But, it wasn't to the extreme, because, like, oh my god, it was like another side of Nurse Ratchet, where this was extreme satisfaction, where she finally got like, oh, she lost it. She wasn't as professional as she should have been. Well, let me tell you, that was nowhere near a fraction of the bullshit that I've been given by that Nurse Ratchet person. So You know, it trickles from the top, doesn't it? But you got to wonder, like, okay, did it start from this side of the roof or that roof, or where did it exactly come from? Because it wasn't the whole roof that buckled in. So what else do you want to say? Do you want to elaborate on that? Because I can accept some accountability for, like, I should have totally gray rock that shit. Like, you know what, excuse me, you can't talk to me like this, and I'm going to step away from this right now, rather than, like, matching. But sometimes you just kind of, like, I'm a little daredevil, and I just want to know, like, how far people will go. Like, who am I really dealing with here? And sometimes I'm willing to make that investment, take that little risk, especially if it's internally. 7 of Swords and 2 of Wands. Yeah. Definitely. So, I think what I had to say kind of stole the mouthful off of anything else, like any rebuttals. Like that excuse that they gave me of how they tolerated that kind of bullshit with other people that were in my role. That's ridiculous, you know, because I was formulated there that saying that, like, all of our positions are important here. So basically we're peer to peer to peer to peer, right? And from the horse's mouth that had some shit to say to me, to throw down with me, things that, like, having to do, like, favors for her. Who did you want to say? Archangel Michael. She didn't really have a leg to stand on. Those, she told me during my first week there, you know, like, oh, you're going to get to learn everyone's personality here. And, you know, some people will get really, like, hot and heated and, like, really, you know, like, really, like, passionate about things. But you'll learn that, like, not to, like, take offense to it. Like, don't take it personal, etc., etc. Which is, like, another bullshit way of saying, like, yeah, we can, and that was from her mouth. So for her to say something like that and not be able to take the heat that she's delivering, verified bullshit. So, something about, like, stolen words, like, who has the last word here? And it's like, I know. I just know when somebody's trying to have, like, the last word, like, put duct tape on the issue. And for all you know, they're just, like, giving her, like, a softer talk on the other side, if any talk. Just, like, pretend talk. Let's play time, you know. We just had playtime at this other place, you know. Shh, don't tell anybody, you know. I saw what kind of drinks were on that menu. I saw the itemization there. You don't think I was fucking dim to that? I know who drinks what. I've been around enough forest events. Well, okay, it's, when we say forest, I'm not going to say it was a life or death situation, but it was extremely frowned upon, almost mandatory that you go, at least, you know. I don't know. It was just, I just realized from now forward, even if it's to celebrate, let's say, my own birthday, no, not. I enjoy my time to myself, the authenticity. I celebrate myself. So, this still says I like just Empress, you see? Very, very giving. So, oh, you know what they're saying? The Big Dipper. You see? I know I don't have big old titties, but, you know, this is the Big Dipper right there. So, they're saying it's like a big ass cookie in cup. I'm a hybrid. Archangel Michael, do you want to say anything else? I mean, this just clearly depicts that I'm human, but it wasn't that I was unprofessional. It was more like the call to action, really, the call to attention is you really need to check your people. If you're going to give them titles, you better give them some expectations to slap onto that it's not just bedside manner, but it's a requirement. If you want to come off like strong on the outside, you have to be strong on the inside, and that shouldn't be discriminatory. Do you understand? Otherwise, it's clearly going to show. Even if like there's no broken skin, they're going to see the bruising. Archangel Michael, do you want to say anything else? Inverted 7 of Wands. So I've been given the upper hand. I you know, every time stuff like this happens, I was also given the identifier of whatchamacallits. I was given the identifier of like looking at the performance reviews, what's due, the certain dates. And I noticed that the boss, every time like there's something very heated going on, he's playing on his phone. He's doing something on his phone, which tells me he must be recording something to relay a fraction. Like I feel like there's some kind of framing there in order to, there's something happening there. And you know what? We can call them suspicions. But you know what? I shouldn't even meddle in whatever that stuff is, because I know I've seen enough. I know. And so the true claim to end them all. What do you want to say about this, Archangel Michael? With 32:30 on the clock. The true claim to end them all. The Lovers in reverse. So there's a split here, and then we got one up here. Page of Swords. And the 10 of Pentacles accentuated, and the Ace of Swords inverted. This was on my inbox, okay? So this is absolute truth-telling. It's worth its weight in gold, maximum capacity. Oh, that I'm given the form of truth. Like it's given to me. You know, like it's you know how it's there. There's some sort of sacrifice there, and it's like a group thing, or like group, you know, team, whatever. You know, I'm telling you, I cannot lie that I'm not super affiliated with like kind of sports stuff. So even like on a high school kind of level. So I only kind of understand this, you know, like once in a blue moon. But yeah, this is what that is. So I'm given the forum to be heard, not just by the people that are like right in front of me, but those that are extremely talented and adept at getting the information. So I'm delivering on that maximum capacity. And I don't know who it is that I'm talking to when it comes to that, but it's clearly to those that I've petitioned to. This is a reference to another reading that I did. I think it's still on, I'm hearing vibrate, but I'm hearing, yeah, it's on vibrate, but it's on private. So it's kind of like a DM kind of thing. I don't understand. Oh, yeah, that's what's happening. It's, keep it secret, keep it safe. Except I can still kind of share. How interesting is that? So what kind of split onto here? bloop, is Knave of Cups and Eight of Cups in reverse. So this is a comeback and relaxation to say, like, Tina, you can chill out. Like, we know you have love for the bigger umbrella, and you can kind of like wallow in that. Like, you can kind of there's like an acceptance, kind of like after the rain. It's no longer like up like that, so it's kind of off turned. So anyway, there's that. So this is the stuff that came through. The moon card accentuated, so the full moon is coming up here. The energies, 10 of Cups inverted. Oh my gosh. 10 of Wands inverted. Oh, bunch of players on the field. I mean, like baseball, like 10 baseballs, 10 bats, basically. 10 of Swords, triple tens. Holy smokes, that's the first time I've ever got triple tens. This is the jackpot. 10 of Swords accentuated. The Magician inverted. Holy smokes. Death card inverted. Oh my gosh. 9 of Pentacles extroverted. Ace of Wands inverted. 8 of Swords extroverted. This is a booby trap. This is a big ass booby trap. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Can you... I was like, should I even read it? It seems like a lot. But it's good. Okay. So the moon card accentuated. So there's this maximum, like macrocosm, like a whole galaxy is being built out there. And so the triple tens, like, are you freaking serious? That's triple X also. So what's not here? The 10 of Pentacles, because we already got the 10 of Pentacles. Where was that? Where was the 10 of Pentacles? That was insane. So delivering on the truth, I believe. Where was that? Down here. Delivering on the truth. Where is that? 9 of Cups. Yeah, it was delivering on the truth. Yeah. So it's good. Information has like the highest like that's actually, I always take the 10 of Cups to like hold more leverage than any of the other 10s, because it's love. It's fulfillment of love. So 10 of Cups, 10 of Wands. This is to stir it. Oh wait, I got confused. I got all the players in the field, but like this is stirring all of the cups. This is a massive manifestation. It is definitely a booby trap where like everyone is affected by me. But it's, yeah. 10 of Swords. That's insane though. That's like what do you call it? Like a machine gun of the all-seeing eye. It's burning down the house. What is that song? Burn your village to the ground. Anyway, Magician inverted and Death card inverted. There's something that, some kind of power that I'm given to have decision making. What do you call it? Higher and fire capabilities. That's the higher creation, and that's the fire like kaput. This is being given that ability. That's great. So it shows that I can hold my own, like it's official. Okay, you don't have to cut open my parts in order to see like, oh, I can do that? Great. No, it doesn't require that. But you know what? This whatever I'm in right now for the past 4 months or so, they've already done that for you, so you know. There's that. Like, and the back too, are you kidding me? Like, when you want to get a look at the oh wait, no, that's a chest. Is it the chest? Okay, because there's a collarbone there. Okay, I was like, God, people want to look at my intestines through my back? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, anyway, Ace of Wands inverted. So there's given some light on that. They're figuring out something creative, but anyway, this is a different way of sticking it to the man. Sticking it to old plans. That's what it is. Oh, that's what we were answering. The, how do we word it? The true claim to end them all. And that's what it is. Oh my gosh. I can do it. Bottom of the deck is Emperor in reverse. Emperor in reverse. Four of Cups in reverse. That's master number 44 here. There's some tough decisions in here. 4 is a big number here. All right, so Archangel Michael, final words on this. Okay. Ooh, it fell right in front of the 7 of Wands inverted. It's a 4 of Swords, extroverted. So if it fell on that, so this gave me leverage. Because like when I looked at the performance review kind of thing, scheduling of like main events, the due dates and stuff like that, I was a little concerned that what was meant to knock me off my square, again, 4 sides, 4 corners, I was worried that that might be like, oh, see, I told you she's not, you know, X whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so this saying that it gave me absolute leverage. Now, 4 of Swords, when it landed like right in front of it, like propped up too, what does that say? So people have to like, so whatever they've counted on, you know, the digits, they have to like sever that. They have to like, whatever they've taken inventory on, those counts are kind of null and void. They're slowly being like chopped off. So there's less to like hold on to because they're null and void, null and void, null and void. Things are checking out that are not checking out. It's crazy. Even the thumb. So even like the articulation points there, it's like slowly there's no more articulation points in there. It's just kind of like this right there. So, so whatever they've counted on, they have to like sleep on because they had to like do a process of elimination by default, by like done organically. So these are the people that like held on too tightly when they were doing when they were trying to like truth tell. Let me show you. When they were trying to do this, right? While they're trying to speak their truth, it was not the whole truth. Let me tell you that. Or this card will tell you that. So those certain alliances were bullshit. So people need to start thinking about that. Like the public needs to really look at that. Meanwhile, since this is inverted, like this is inverted as reversal for me, that means that I'm healed. Like I'm redeemed. I am, yeah. That's interesting. So, something about fish flying. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 flying fish. You know what I'm hearing? 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge and a pear tree. So 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings. Okay, so 8. No. Is it 8? I don't remember what. I don't know why I'm getting abundance here, but that's what I'm seeing here. Oh, because I'm thinking like Jesus, like fish being kind of like very abundant. Because what do you have to compare with? Like water, wine, bread, fish. What else is there? You know. So fish was like a big freaking deal. I mean, obviously, fish is the emblem, symbology for I think Christians. So oh, you know what? They're so like how do you say it? Kind of like proper, shielded in a certain way, where they won't say like, oh, something about a flying fuck. So instead they're saying a flying fish. There's something about that there, where there's people that are very like religious but they don't say being Christian is a religion. It's a way of life. It's a way of being. So devout. Devout Christians. So people who give a flying fish about, I would say progressive. These are progressive people that actually do exercise a great deal of concern, but in a more elevated fashion. Like they know how to hold themselves a little bit more tempered than I. I mean, I know how to, but there's a part of me that chooses not to in this particular circumstance. Like, why is it that somebody gets to be shielded by saying like they have a strong personality, whereas if I'm not seen as validly described as such, then by like subtle gaslit ways, you're telling me that I don't have a strong personality, or it would not be valid for me to have a strong personality. So using words as subtle magic in the background while trying to resolve a situation is not very helpful. And I think that person knows that, whoever did that. Yeah, like if I have the choice to introduce myself and to make myself known, and it's got to go that route, then people will also learn that. I don't have to be the one that accepts everything as a newcomer. And if that's the case, then perhaps I should practice that on a newer person that holds a greater pay rate and title than I do, when I could clearly also engage in such responsibilities. Yeah. So, where's that? Bottom of the deck is Six of Pentacles in reverse. I gotta hold my stuff to myself, you know? If there's no reciprocation, there's no reciprocation. Do not pass go. The bottom of that, Two of Pentacles. Go back. Just balance your own stuff. No one to call time. All right, top of the deck, and get some sun. Get some more sun out there. Top of the deck is Knight of Swords. Things are moving quickly, so be not afraid. There's death in the picture, and it's kind of like a gamble, like a roll of the dice. Ooh. Okay, Archangel Michael, what is their takeaway here? Bloop. King of Pentacles in reverse. That can go different ways, can it? This person has seen many deaths here, or has caused many king's deaths to get on the top of the pentacle. But so there's something about there's so many meanings to that. There's so many meanings to that. So I'm just going to let people ride that one out and let it call to them as far as the meaning on that. All right, so just for me, Archangel Michael, the true claim to end them all. What is my takeaway? Just mine. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I've delivered it. I delivered the precious cargo, the precious package, whatever it is that was highly valued, that that didn't want to get shook. Like, we needed extra, what is it, care and handling during the transit, and the delivery with like a bow or however it is that needed to be physically presented, you know, like a hellogram kind of thing, you know, at the door. Whatever it took, I have delivered it. Fan-freaking-tastic. And part of that sentience, that whole package of delivery, like, what is it, a danceogram or hellogram, whatever, I forget what they call it. That also I've delivered myself. How awesome is that? I like that. Okay. I want to get one more card though. I feel like there's something else that needs to be said. Okay, since Kali is right in front of me, Archangel. Huh? She thought it was funny. Archangel Kali, Goddess Kali. I think Kali works really well with Archangel Michael too. That blue is very unique to both of them. What do you want to what do you want to say, Kali? 10. This is the final 10. Are you freaking kidding me? She is amazingly insane. Like, I got almost like the Wheel of Fortune kind of thing, like the devil underneath, like, oh my gosh. But like, to get the Destiny card, the Wheel of Fortune, that is insane. Like, she never disappoints. Not saying that like Archangel Michael or whoever like helps me out does, but like the timing is impeccable. Like, it's almost comedic. Like, it's it has a particular like potency of flavor and style. There's flair. That's what it is. There's a flair to it. To her messages. It's like you don't expect it. You're just like, I don't know. I don't. It's very interesting. Anyway, that's absolutely lovely. This is Hot Wheels. Oh my goodness. There's something about the squid spirit totem here. I don't know why. There's something about that. That's lovely. I enjoyed that. Thank you so much to all my helpers. Super duper awesome. All right. So now that this reading is officially over, I've got to formally thank all my sponsors and supporters, all donations provided in light and love, especially directly, like the obvious ones. Thank you so much. And the ones that like are doing like the background work, especially the ones that go unrecognized, that yeah, I thank you. So upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of roll out and the light and love. I close the portals in this reading.